Good evening. Happy Sunday. We're back with more Avernum. Last time we found out the Orb of Thralni has been stolen by these pesky bandits. I don't know what that is yet, but somebody wanted us to get it back, so let's do that. Be sure to train your mages and priests in the intelligence skill. This increases their spell energy and power. Right, let's go kill this person. There are a couple of... archers we can probably just murder right off the bat, right? Yeah. We're good. We're good. Right, what do we think this place actually is? What's down here? Nothing interesting at all, actually. Right, well, the archers were very easy to kill. Bats? Why are they keeping bats around? Yeah, just storm in. Fuck it. That certainly was a lot more people than I was expecting. Charge! Cultist wrench. I don't know what a cultist wrench is. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to try and make some of you a bit more dead than you are currently. If you walk over here, you might be able to hit. Okay, a couple more. Walk to here, perhaps. What does that look like? Oh, that's worse. Cultist harp. Who are all of you people? Kill the healer. He's too shit for his own good. Nice crit. Nice crit there. Good. Let's go see what got dropped out here. Ash bows, a mica band. I don't think anyone wants that, but it might be useful to just keep hold of, maybe. Maybe. What do we think? I could come over here and see if there's any more items I can steal. There's a couple of boats. Wonder if the plan is that we end up taking one of those, perhaps. I got some levels up. 10's the maximum there. Keep forgetting. Smash some points into intelligence for you. You want to do that. And... let's give you some lockpicking. You want to do priestly stuff. And you are max, you are max. Give you some law. There is a crude handwritten book on the pedestal. The handwriting is jerky and lunges all over the page, but you think you understand it. The Way of the Sacred Item, by Zalaktar of the Sacred Item. Oh, I write of the joy of items, of the powers that mere stone and rock and metal and paper and gem can hold. Lo, they are gifts of the gods. They will be here after us. We must give thanks for the gods' benevolence. So we must be guided in that which will be here long after us, and follow the lessons. Firstly, it is true that they must not be used, for doing so puts them at risk, and verily, they are here to be long after us. They are to be here long after us. Okay. And lo, secondly, the search for new gifts of the gods must never end, and the sacred mighty quest to obtain them must never end, for every day a sacred item is owned by the unholy is a needle in the eye of God. And thus lo, we reach the third, which is that we must refine ourselves and purge our weaknesses, so that we may live up to the sacred expectations of the sacred items. All one, dilute, dilute. Follow you, and lo, the gods will watch over us. When their gifts are touched and protected and loved by us, follow us, follow us. Okay, another cult. Amazing. I sure do love all these cults around here. Let's go press this brick. Money, javelins, and a lovely energy potion. Marvelous. Marvelous. So I guess let's get in a boat. So, now that I have a boat, I can technically go there, which is probably where it wants me to go. But I can also sneak around here. Which is, I think, where I was supposed to go. But how do I get here? I don't think I can. You've discovered Cult of the Sacred Item. How wonderful. I will go and explore them just in a second. Let's do our usual trick of exploring around the outside first. Round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. Couple of doors. Another door. How many of these people are left, I wonder? Because I've killed a rather a lot of them. Okay, might as well walk straight in here, see what happens. You've tracked the bandits down to their fortress. You slip into this stone keep through one of the side passages. There are windows ahead, guarded by menacing cultists with bows. The passage is lined with piles of debris. There is a wide variety of junk stolen from all over Avernum and beyond by this fortress of cultists and thieves. Among the debris, you don't see anything orby. The Orb of Thralni must be hidden somewhere within. Magical notes are for you. Papyrus is also for you, you lucky boy. Happening? Why can I no longer kill them in one hit? My goodness. Okay, I guess this leads to more passages guarded by archers. Sort of makes sense. Very good. Right, so how do I get into some of these places? Well, let's see what's in there first. A. Open the door, hit that person. Thank you. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello. back into the storeroom, please, to steal all of this lovely stealable stuff. There's a chest over here, ripe for plundering. Okay, good. What's in here? Marvelous. What's in here? Most of the papers and scrolls on this lectern are the notes of the priests of the cults. You ignore them and the insane ramblings they contain. There is a small polished marble key stuck between two of the pages. Take it. The thick book is covered with writing. Decipher it. That's the same as what he said before. They just have the same book everywhere. They're like the fucking anima. Right, what can we steal from in here? Just these two things, I think. The books are on different sorts of items. One interesting one by Rita of Patrick's Tower mentions that certain sorts of metal are filled with malevolent energies. This metal makes anyone nearby sick, even if they're just carrying it. Someone else has told us that before as well. I think we paid money for the information though. What does this sign say? Oh. You have a slith. There we go. Nice. Let's get you. Get you even more. You finish you off. This is where the cult does its training. There are several clubs and staves on the floor, each with brownish stuff dried on the ends. Evidently, the cult trains people by having them beat each other senseless with big sticks until skills appear. That is typically what happens though, right? That's how I learn. I do not want your sticks though. Right, what was in here? Note, all new acquisitions must be checked in with high priests. Personal retention of acquisitions will be punished by mandatory drowning. Fucking hell. Mandatory drowning? There is a nice boat there to make our escape though. Which is wonderful. What's in here then? Not a lot. Oh, a scroll of return life. I don't really need those piercing crystals anymore, do I? Mundane item storage. This room is full of crude stone counters. They are covered with a wild variety of items, some rare, some common, some quite odd. This must be where the cult stuffs the items which they don't find worthy of worship. Well, what do we have then? Pen and ink, crystal, boots, a bowl, a trowel, clay jug, pot, stein, lantern, candle, spoon, a plate, some papyrus, a teapot, some flowers, an animal skin, a teacup, and 2 fine vases. And some money. And some mushrooms. And some bacon. And a focusing crystal. Wonderful. This says purification chambers. My magical energy is restored. Right, come on, Dixie boy. We've got 10 of that, 10 of that. What did we say he was going to do now? I think we were just training him in archery, weren't we? I think... Okay, so I think I've been everywhere on this side. Time to go to this side. Hello. Purification walk. Let's do a quick save. There is a pool of slightly icky water here, a little algae floats on top, and there is a thick encrustation of minerals and goo around the edge. Touch the water. You wash your hands in the slimy water, they come away about twice as dirty as they were before you washed them. Let's drink some water. You take a sip, it's brackish, slightly slimy, and not at all pleasant. After you stop gagging, you feel a tiny bit queasy. Your hands tingle, a sweet smell fills the air, and little motes of light appear and dance around you. A deep soothing voice from out of nowhere says, "You are clean, you may proceed." The lights and the voice then disappear. What? That was kind of weird. What do we have here then? Magical notes. Take a couple of those. Tearing the bodies. A bar of iron. I was able to disarm it. Yay! Oh. Scroll of domination. Don't mind if I do. cult teleporter. The book contains instructions and notes for the operation of the teleporter in the cult headquarters. The notes would be complex enough to thoroughly boggle your mind, even if they weren't written by people who were completely insane. I don't think I want to use the teleporter just yet. Memorial to the Lost. This pedestal has a small statue and memorial plaque on top. The plaque reads, "To Eileen, who melted while carrying a bar of metal." This pedestal, blah blah blah, to Chris Falusi, who mysteriously and suddenly dissolved. To Hostress, lost during commission of routine procedures. In memory of Zelaz, lost in Fort Emergence raid. May what's left of him find peace. To Corinda, accidentally teleported into solid rock. We apologize sincerely. To Volorb, lost during routine training. I'm gonna steal your flowers though. Hope you don't mind. Right, okay, let's come back here. Pool of slightly icky water here. A little algae floats on top. Let's touch the water. You wash your hands, they get dirty again. Your hands tingle, sweet smell fills the air, blah blah blah. You may proceed. We'll take the robe and the sandals. You can take that. Steal everything that isn't nailed down, obviously. Let's do it again. Touch the water. Okay. You may proceed. Okay, Chamber of the Sacred Item. You enter the most sacred, well-guarded room in the fortress of this bizarre cult. It's the display chamber for their most valuable artifacts. There are 6 alcoves, each with a large case designed to store some valuable and stolen item. You open the case. Inside you find a soft velvet pad with nothing on it. The cult must not have stolen this item yet. Spell Shard Lightning. Unleash a magical spell, Lightning Spray. Nice. You open the case and find a silver orb on a velvet pad. The orb is covered with delicately etched runes. It catches the light beautifully. Take it. Recover the Orb of Thralni. I have got it. You find a lump of metal, it looks silver, you bet you could get a few gold for it. Leave that alone for now, and then save the game, because I have a feeling this is the one that makes you sick. Oh, it's uranium. Nothing on that. And some Cyan slacks. Sniper first aid minus to strength though, so probably give that to my cat friend here. What are you currently wearing in the old pants department? Leather greaves. And that uranium bar. Might just chuck that on the ground. I don't particularly want it. Right, let's get out of here. To the boats. Oh no, wait, to the teleporter room. Walk in. Wait, you reach the cultist portal, which they use to teleport. It's really a jury-rigged piece of work made by not entirely competent mages. Walk into the portal. Holding the Orb of Thralni close, you approach the cultist portal. Hopefully it will send you somewhere near home. As you approach, however, the portal suddenly fades and loses energy. You can no longer use it. You look around and watch in alarm as a band of cultists fade into view surrounding you. They are led by the cult's massive, gaudily dressed, powerful leader. They're fully prepared to take back everything you stole, and a few more items in addition. The leader of the cult storms towards you, shouting, "I am Zalektar of the sacred item. How dare you, you!" You hear rattling and clanking under his robes from dozens of trinkets and wands and other bits of debris rattling together. And then he gets a good look at your equipment. He stops, staring in awe. He starts to drool a little, with lust for the treasures you have accumulated. He keeps staring. My eyes are up here. Zalektar returns his attention to you. "Oh, sorry, it's just... we spent so much time bringing the sacred items here, and then you carry them to us yourself. I should destroy you, but so much. I will make a deal with you. Let me guess, if I give you all of my treasures, you'll let me go? That seems fair. All your magic, and you can live. Our lives are not important. I can always get more treasure seekers. I only want the magic, the holy, sacred, beautiful magic. Of course, that includes the Orb of Thralni. I think I'll just have to destroy you. Then I will risk all to gain much. The gods of magic will be with me. I will be sustained by my divine greed. Come and add to my hoard." Okay. Why did you run that way? That's so frustrating. You deal the killing blow. Zalektar slumps to the floor, crying out in anguish. Then he melts. Mage Stone Band, plus 5% of magical damage. Yes, please. Gold necklace and an invulnerability potion. Why didn't he drink that? He really needed to. Now can we use it? Still low on energy. has enough energy to continue to exist but not to carry anyone anywhere. You have to find a way to power it up. Maybe that's this. There are several sliders and dials, probably for controlling the destination. You aren't insane enough to tinker with them. Also, there's a big red button labelled power. Press it. You press the button, hear a rumbling, crackling noise from the portal chamber. You would guess that you have just re-energized the portal. Maybe you can finally go home. Give it a go. Nervously, you step near the cultist jury-rigged, unstable teleporter. Uttering a few quick words of prayer and reminding yourselves it's your only route out of here, you step in, you black out. Eventually, you wake up. Where am I? Oh, this is the bandits place, right? Right at the start of the game. It is, it is. So I need to return this. Don't worry, guys. We rescued your orb for you. Let's go and tell everyone about it. You tell Anaximander that you recovered the Orb of Thralni. He nods in approval. Our opinion of your skills improves. We've talked it over and we believe the orb may do a lot more good in your hands. Just try to hang on to it. Oh, let's go see what this guy has to say about that, because he was really disparaging originally, wasn't he? I recovered the orb. So I heard, he sighs. I would love to have it back in my care, but my superiors had already decided that it was to be turned over to you for your use. So I guess you can keep it. He shakes his head sadly. I miss it. He says, I've done nothing to merit a reward. I say, this orb can I not, how do I put the orb? Can I do that? I don't want a spell in the slot, I want an item in the slot. Am I being an idiot? To change it later, right click. Flying for 3 turns. But how do I use it? Or maybe you can only use it on the world map. We need to go to Formello anyway, so let's go. Maybe now I can put it. Well, never mind. I think there's a few things I want to try and do. first is probably... There was the... Where's my boat? There it is. Let's go and get in the boat. Because I'm thinking potentially the orb will let us fly whilst we're... What are you? You do want to fight us. Does anyone get any experience? Oh, someone did. Yeah, well done, goblins. You were so strong. So sure of yourselves. Right, let's give this a go. Orb of Thralni. Can't use it. But if I get out, I can. So you can't use it on a boat. Intriguing. Because in there was the... oh, this is New Formello anyway, right? No, this was New Kotra. Because there was this place. And I'm adamant. Oh, wait, hang on. No, I was going to say, can I just fly over there? You must need... I guess someone will tell me about it. Arvid the Merchant has a whole lot of garbage that I don't need. Which one was New Formello? New Formello was up here. So there were two things, weren't there? There was the murders. McCulloch places some mortar between two floor tiles and slowly, lovingly smooths it out. Watch your step. I want this floor to be perfect. What are you doing? Assembling a floor. Are you supposed to have help? Normally, yes. Do you know why Arsoth is absent? Okay. Ah, I thought he was the guy that was sent to investigate. Maybe that was someone else? Right, I've clearly already looted this place to high heaven. Dossor. You have a load of crap, Dossor. I'm not interested. Flanagan. It was you, wasn't it? You meet a burly man with a lot of hair and a lot of gut. He looks you up and down as you approach. I'm Flanagan with Unspecified Services. Pleased to meet you. Glad you made it up here. We're members of Unspecified Services. What are you engaged in currently? I'm sort of an investigating agent. Investigating anything interesting. I'm investigating a pair of messy murders. I'm glad you're here. We could use some help. Has there been any progress? Here's what we know. Not long ago, two men here went north to do some surveying. Not long after that, there was an earthquake. Not long after that, they were found in a cave up there dead. I sure could use another brain to figure out what happened. What is unspecified services? You know, everyone who works for Avernum but doesn't have specific pigeonholes. Anaximander ordered us to confer with you regarding some murders. I'm investigating here to see what happened, but so far I've had no luck. I was hoping you would go north and see what you can find in the cave there. Okay. Who was the person? Help out the slits. Perhaps you could convince the humans to help them. It wasn't you, was it? Commander Ace said that if we destroy some Chitrax to the south, she will get you more heat. His head drops. I figured as much. Plenty of soldiers have tried to wipe those bugs out. Much bravery, no success. There are multitudes. Still, it was nice of you to try. Right, Commander Ace, where are you? Because I've done it. Ace, there you are. We destroyed those Chitrax. Make good on your end of the bargain. Give the Sliths more warmth. She smiles. Well, that is more than a fair trade. Less bugs means less work. It will take time to get the wood here, but I will gladly keep up my end of the bargain. Tell Asoth that his people will get more heat soon. We were sent to investigate some murders. What do you know about them? Simple enough. Foley and Thompson went out to survey. Now they're dead. The bodies are in a cave up to the north, but nobody wants to go up there. Can't blame them. I know nothing more about it really. You should talk to that big shot Flanagan guy. Tell me about Flanagan. He's unspecified services. She looks you over with distaste. Like you, come up from Fort Emergence to make everything all better. He's probably at the inn. Talk to him. We're busy trying to build a city. Okie coke. I did it. As soon as wood can be gathered, Commander Ace will give you more heat. Relief appears on Asoth's face. Your kindness to us is great, terribly great. Much good and goodwill will come of this. I thank you greatly. We are poor here, and we cannot pay you for what you have done. For this we're sorry, but we will make sure that word of your great kindness spreads around. Have you gotten your heat yet? Commander Ace is a woman of her word, but her speed is not all I could hope for. Still, I believe that one day things will improve, thanks to you. Well, you're very welcome. So there's a cave to the north. No. You stand at the entrance to a long, narrow, dark tunnel. There is a faint, persistent, unpleasant, rotting odour. The passage ends at a small cavern. The rotting smell is strongest here, and it doesn't take long to see why. At the far end of the cave you see two heavily decomposed human bodies. As you enter, several large chittering insects walk out of the shadows and charge you. It's very strange that you didn't hear or see them earlier. You should have easily detected creatures this large and noisy. You reach the bodies and examine them closely. They were human males. They've been dead for some time now. With all the monsters around here, it's easy to guess why the bodies haven't been recovered. These men were not killed by Chitrax, as you might have expected. They were burned to death. They were both struck in the chest by intensely severe and almost undoubtedly magical flames. The question is obvious. Who would sear these men to death and then leave them here, and why? There must be more evidence here somewhere. Let me just kill. Do you remember when these used to cause me massive issues? corpses, obviously. The rotting smell is mercifully much weaker back here. You check the floor for tracks or signs of someone having been here recently. You don't find anything interesting yet. Interesting crystal room. You hear a familiar, unpleasant clicking noise. As you try to leave the cavern, giant insects climb out of the pit and charge you. Chitraks tend to emit a constant chittering noise. Again, it's odd that you didn't hear them earlier. Yes it is. There's a fucking gnoll beast as well. A gnoll bug, sorry. What's in here? Some beautiful crystals, some lovely crystals, more beautiful crystals. As you walk by the crystal, you trigger a trap. The crystal begins to glow red, putting off intense heat. Oh no, wait, I do need to go this way though. As you tend to your burns, you wonder if the two men at the entrance were burned up by a magical trap like the one you encountered. To find their murderers, you need to find whoever trapped these caves. Wait, can I not? This natural stone bridge is narrow and carefully cracked. You cross it very carefully. No, heavily cracked. It's a miracle that it's still standing. You finally reach the end of this long, hazardous tunnel. It's a cavern strewn with massive amounts of rubble. As you enter and try to get a good look at the room, there is a blinding flash of light. In an instant, a horde of giant insects is facing you. Yet another in a series of nasty magical traps. Missed. Foolish, foolish. This Chitrak egg sac. A lot of stones. Wisdom crystal. You get close enough to examine the north end of this cavern. What you find is very unnerving. This was once the south end of what must have been a very long gallery. It has now been sealed off. The corridor was blocked off by a rockfall so extreme that it must have been felt for miles around. The scorch marks and signs of melting on the ceiling tell you what must have caused it. It was an incredible magical force. You search the rubble of the cavern and try to figure out who was here and why they did what they did. You notice the glint of metal under some gravel. Brushing away the gravel, you find the shattered skeleton of a humanoid. It was probably slain by accident when the tunnel was destroyed. It grasps a finely polished steel key. It's of a normal size, but of a very peculiar twisted looping design. There are no markings on it, or any other indications of who might have made it. It's the only interesting thing you find. Discouraged, you take it with you. Looks as if this is as far as you're going to go. Okay. Where the fuck did that book come from? So we have to just walk over this now, right? That's so sad. Okay, let's go tell this dude first. He might be interested, he might not be. Where was he? In here? I found this key inside the caves. He looks at it carefully. Interesting. I don't recognize the style of construction. You should show it to Anaximander. You might be able to tell you more about it. Okay. Then I shall show it to Anaximander. Wait, while we're here, should we go talk to Erica? She's close by, isn't she? She was over here somewhere, I do believe. Yes, yes. A group of massive animated statues blocks your path. You begin to cross. One of them greets you in a raspy voice. The great Archincantatrix Erica, heroine of Avernum, scourge of the Empire, has noticed your coming. She's decided she will meet with you. Pass in peace. And they stand aside. Right, sorry Erica, I just need to quickly go and see if you've got anything I can loot. You know how it is. The answer's no though, you don't. Warning, stay in the halls. Someone is destroying our land. Magic for dummies, surface life, tearing on weaponry, fury of the Nephil. She's got a lot of books. If I do a little quick save and then try and stay in the hall, entering chambers without permission will result in likely doom. Well, some grey mold and the mandrake root. Is this your garden? Looks to be so, doesn't it? Where's this doom she talked about? Hello, sheeps and cows. Oh. necklace, lovely. What's this? Just a statue, it seems. Good spear, some of these. Ice puddings. Purging crystal. Nice. Is that all that's in here? Apparently so. Taking a lot of damage every turn in this place. What? A cave demon. And some imps. How did you get over there? Don't matter, you're dead now. Scroll of Speed Burst. A gold nuggets. The uranium bar, I'm not taking that. An basilisk. So with him, he's stunned. He's stunned. Missed? What was that all about? Yoink. Was there any point in coming out here? At all? Apparently not. Other than to fight some basilisks. Well, that was fun, Erica. The golem stares straight ahead, waiting for Erica to tell it to smash something. I actually don't want that to be junk. God, how much junk do I have? Christ. That is actually to go to you. The shadows in the corners of your vision grow more solid. The spirits who make and serve Erica's food get really angry when someone intrudes their kitchen. Or a banshee. Probably want to get rid of that while I can, eh? Well, thanks for the food. When you get close to this float, a small spark drifts out of it and floats away. As the spark drifts, it starts to get larger and larger. Ever going to go out, I wonder. I'm just going to reload just because I want to see. I wasn't sure if I missed something there. I did miss something. Those things. Right, and I don't care about everything else being on fire from here. The pedestal has a plain copper amulet on it. The amulet is decorated with Erica's symbol. Take it. When you reach it, a spark flies from the amulet and burns your hand. You jump back, startled. Even that brief contact left you with a nasty burn. You leave the amulet alone. But I want to take it. From this angle you can see there is a small compartment in the side of the pillar. You open it. There's a small knife inside. Take it. I receive a gleaming dagger, but have to fight 1 billion imps. Clay homunculus. Ow. You had absolutely nothing of worth. You find the withered body of an Empire soldier. Erica left him here to starve to death. That's not ideal for the poor Empire fellow, is it? God. Shocked. Shocked. Well, is there even anything in here? Guess not. That was a exceptionally pointless room. Alright, see if we can... Erica's door has an imposing number of potent glyphs and sigils on it, many of them surrounding a polished steel keyhole. The door is locked. None of your keys work. Well, that one worked. Uh-oh. You approach the second door. There is a single glyph carved into it, a powerful magically charged symbol which burns with fiery light. Cross and approach the door. The protective rune reacts predictably when you try to cross it. Erica is very serious about keeping people out of her private domain. The fire explosion blasts you back, searing you horribly in the process. After blasting you, the rune returns to glowing warmly, its power completely undiminished. It would take powerful magic to break a ward like this. In the hall behind you, Erica emits a disappointed smile. Okay. I don't want her to be disappointed in me. You stand before Erica, Master Archmage of Avernum. She looks surprisingly young. Only the cold, tired look in her eyes reveals her true age. Her skin is porcelain pale. Welcome, Surface Explorer. I'm called Erica, simply Erica. I heard of your successes, and I allowed you to come to me. She seems to be pondering how you can best serve her interests. Greetings to you, Erica the Archmage. Greetings, welcome to my tower, or at least this room of it. You may explore my halls if you wish, but bear in mind that your safety may be at risk. I have allowed you to pierce my defences because it has become clear that I should involve myself in the events above. Come closer, there is much we should discuss. I want to tell you my story and give you a boon. Why have you adopted such a simple title? The only use of fancy titles is to draw attention away from one's lack of power. What exactly are you doing out here in this tower? I have many jobs. I am the greatest wizard in Avernum. I am an absolute foe of the Empire. I have an assortment of hobbies. I teach magic sometimes, but which of these interests you? But there are so many mages, how can you say you're the best? She shrugs. It's a simple truth. There are mages in Avernum whose work I admire, but none of them are a match for me, and none have assisted Avernum as I have. How? I would be happy to tell you my story. I would like to learn more about magic. I have taught those of Avernum for many years, and sometimes still do. You may purchase spells as you wish. Beware though, my time does not come cheaply. Also, if you're able to tithe me properly for my time, I may be able to help you improve the efficiency of your spells. Can you teach me some spells? Nice. Thanks. Can you help me improve? This is a very rare privilege, and not an honor I bestow lightly. Do a bit more adventuring, and maybe I'll decide to spend the time on you. Okay. What boon did you wish to give me? There is an amulet I wish to give you. It will enable me to keep track of your movements and, if necessary, aid you. Tell me more. The surface is in turmoil, and it falls to you to forge as a place in the confusion. I wish to aid you. I can track your progress and provide you aid where need be. For me to do so, you must wear one of my special amulets. Leave to the west and enter the 4th room on the left. Get the amulet in the box and bring it to me. And stay out of the other rooms, they aren't safe. Why do you hate the Empire so much? The Empire cast me into Avernum. I will destroy it, whatever I do. I believe you are sympathetic to this. So do you plan to destroy the Empire with plagues of monsters? I wish for the destruction of the Empire, but that doesn't mean I'm responsible for the monsters up there. I have no desire to make the surface uninhabitable for humans. Despite what you may think, I do care about Avernum and its people. What are your hobbies? You would not comprehend them. Best you do not ask, and, if you do not want any of my hobbies to harm you, do not stray too far from this hall. Why shouldn't I stray past the halls? I have experiments active in my halls, as well as traps to ensnare spies. I would so hate to have to throw your remains into my trash pits. Where are they? Don't enter my tower from the back. That's where I put my experiments that, well, don't work out. She thinks, that may be where I left the wand. What wand? I was merely thinking aloud. I have another question. So there's a wand at the back where those basilisks were. What boon did you wish to give me? Tell me about the amulets. What are your hobbies? That reminds me, Madavi asked me to read your notes on the Vanatai. Oh, did she? Well, I can't let you see all of my research. She'll have to do it on her own. But I think I left some of my lesser observations around somewhere. Look around if you want, but don't be surprised if one of my experiments kills you. I have learned more about the source of the monster plagues. Wait, hang on. Tell me your story. She is calm as her story begins, but the more she speaks, the angrier she gets. It's a fearsome sight. I was a mage on the surface, working for the Empire. There was a power struggle. We all fought for Emperor Hawthorne's favour. My side lost. I, Patrick, Solberg, and others were cast down into the depths, and I, their leader, was cursed. What do you think of your fellow mages, such as Patrick? Competent, lesser mages. She shakes her head. Of course, Patrick is dead now. He was a solid man, competent in his way. I mourned him. How were you cursed? She digs her nails into the arm of her chair. They dare to lay spells on me. If ever the light of the sun touches me again, I will die in an instant. I have no hope of ever leaving these caves. For that, the surface filth must pay. What was Avernum like when you first went down there? We found Avernum to be a string of filthy caves filled with scum-encrusted, beleaguered humans fighting desperately for survival. There were Nephilim, the savage Slithzerakai, and a horde of demons, a terrible mess. One of the warriors, named Micah, was trying to bring order, but not having much luck. With the aid of my power, everything changed. What happened to Micah? He's the king now, and has been for over 20 years. He has a good few years ahead of him. How did your power change Avernum? We brought magic to the pit. I found a way to fetch my magical tomes from the surface, and using our combined powers, we tamed the squabbling bands, formed cities, formed schools, beat back the dark forces, and formed a nation. That left only the surface filth to deal with. What dark forces did you have to fight off? The demon lord Grahoth lived in the caves. We defeated and imprisoned him, but it was a close thing. The surface filth? You mean the Empire? I said the Empire must pay for what they did to me, and they did. I sent a band of assassins up to kill Emperor Hawthorne. I'm glad I did it. Then they invaded us, and we killed many more of them. Even after all of that, that is still only the beginning of my vengeance. So are these monster plagues part of your vengeance on the Empire? She shakes her head. I wish great vengeance on the Empire, but the plagues of monsters are not my doing. Despite what people say, I am not insane. What proof do you have that you're not responsible? I long to see the sun again, but I cannot. That does not mean I wish to deny that pleasure to those I watch over. I am not responsible for the carnage up there, no matter what evidence you find. Aren't you glad about what is happening up there? No. No, I am not. The devastation up there is not hurting the Empire as much as it's hurting its people. It's simple carnage, not proper vengeance, and it denies the Avernites a chance to return to the sun. No, I do not approve at all. What if we were to find evidence implicating you? Yes, I heard of the symbol you found in the slime pit, she scoffs. I am many things, but I am not a fool. You think I would leave my symbol there for anyone to find, large as life, to lead them back to me? If you believe that, you're a fool. Okay, I have learned more about the source of the monster plagues. I'm glad you have come to me. Tell me what you know. I found your symbol in the slime pit, the source on the surface of a plague of monsters. Yes, I know. That is one of the reasons that I have welcomed you here. Before you judge me too harshly based on that ludicrously obvious attempt to cast doubt upon me, there is a story I want to tell you. I have found evidence that the dragons are responsible for the monster plagues. It would not surprise me if they have a hand in this. They are powerful, they are on the surface, and they hate the Empire. I shall see if I can contact them and learn of this matter. I have learned more. Boon. Learn more. Tell me story. What exactly? Okie coke. Right, so you wanted me to get your amulet, which I think was in here. Take it. I got the amulet. That is good. And I'll come back here to find this wand that they were talking about. Well, all I can say is, the fuck? I see. And some cave slimes. Also some slimes around here. That's a stick, which is not helpful. Ward of Thoughts has improved. Marvelous. The cabinet is filled with Erica's notes on the Vanatai. There are drawings, biological notes, musings on their thoughts and philosophy, and many pages of yet unanswered questions. It's all pretty technical and you don't get much out of it. Though it was obtuse, you did manage to absorb a little bit of the writings. You now know a little bit more about the Vanatai. I gained an item, Vanatai lore. What is that now? 3. Nice. Oh, hello. Ooh. Here it is, a crystalline wand. 22 to 82 base cold damage. Okay. That blasted me. Let's load that quick save. So we can't even get in the back way. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Trash pit warning, refuse may be hazardous. Oh. No! I got the amulet you mentioned. You present the amulet to Erica. She says, "Excellent. Now I wish to cast a spell, bonding the amulet to you. If you accept, I will be able to track your progress, and if things get truly desperate, I can aid you. Be warned, however, I have little patience with those who spurn my aid. This is the only time this boon will be offered. Do you accept it?" Yeah. She grins, an unnerving sight at best. Excellent. She immediately begins to cast a long, involved spell. The amulet glows and sparks fly. Her chanting increases in intensity to a fever pitch, and then ends suddenly. That seems to have been the spell, although you didn't feel anything. I can now chart your progress wherever you go, and I can aid you when things are dire. The amulet can only be removed by extremely strong magic. Now go, and good luck to you. You receive my boon. What you do with it is your choice. That's all I need. Cool. Okay, right. So now let's head back to Fort Emergence, or whatever it's called. There's no way they're trying to attack me. They are. Oh, why are you immune to cold? That's not fair. What day are we on, by the way? 32. Day 32. We're doing all right. Right, let's go find this guy. Tell him what we know. You tell Anaximander about the rubble near the murder site near New Formello. Ah, a key. Very intriguing. He looks at it and takes some notes. I think that you should keep it. It may come in handy, and be sure to speak with Flanagan again. Flanagan already said he didn't know anything about it, though. Can I ever return to the Tower of Magi? Yes. You can get there by entering the portal, blah 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 blah. Okay, so now that I have the orb, I do need to go to Sharamik. I wonder where Dominique is. First things first though, do you remember? Well, there's a few things. There's like, look, this explains how I can island hop places now, right? So I can use that and come over here to find a U-bow. The wreckage of a ship is barely visible here, jutting out of the sand of this remote beach. Translucent shades shaped like sailors flit among the rotting spars. They wave for you to approach. I approach them and they attack me, those motherfuckers. I am going to haste everybody up. And you can no way. That was outrageous. Out. Frickin' outrageous. Change of plan then. You have cursed the land, rockfall. It's going to have to be a smite, isn't it? Let's try and get rid of at least one more. Then 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. 4 attacks, 5 attacks, 6 attacks, 7 attacks. about items wise? Dazing them, I guess. They're all immune to daze. Fuck. What can you do? Heal him and pray for the best, I guess. Why are they being such dicks? That's what I want to know. Can you come over here and throw a javelin at them? Then you come over here and do that. Holy moly. The vengeful spirit's gone. You search the wreckage. You suspect that this was once a pirate ship. There are several jars of coins protruding from the sand of varying ages and denominations. You also find a lone skeleton. A short blade protrudes from its ribs. You take it. A duelist's rapier. 75 to 300 is not quite as good as what I have. It does give me a better percent chance to parry though. Slightly less damage, slightly less chance to... Well, actually much less chance to hit, but it does give me a chance to crit and more chance to parry. I might actually give it to him and give this fella the... Oh no, you already have. Wow, maybe you've been upgraded to a fine wave blade and you already have a wave blade. Marvelous. I do just feel like somewhere there was like a stone circle. There it is. I want to get to you, please. I would like... Wait, it looks like nobody's been here for many years. You search the place carefully. You have a real stroke of good luck. Under a loose paving stone at the base of the altar, you find a long, thin strip of tanned leather. I'll take it. You put the belt into your pack. Unusually, you receive no horrible magical retribution for your temple robbing. You leave the shrine, still having no idea who created it, to who or why. A stability girdle. 6% armor. Plus 4% chance to evade attacks. Okay, I'll take it. Girdle of strength, no one else needs. You bow, is this better than what you've got? 83 to 239. 82 to 313. Nope, nowhere near. Nowhere near. Right, your max strength. Don't really care about dex or endurance. Deadeye, no. Mighty blows. Each level increases your damage with melee attacks by 3. Or I could riposte. Nah, mighty blows. Give Dexy Boy. Should we give him Sure Aim? Each level increases your damage with missile attacks by 3. Why not? Stick elemental focus for him. And healing focus for you. See, now I've got to go around exploring everywhere to see where I couldn't get to previously. Amazing. Out on this island, miles and miles beyond the far end of nowhere, you find a small crude hut. Smoke rises from a small chimney, and a sign in front says, "Go away." Do you knock? Yes. A withered, gnarled old hermit waddles out of the hut, looking very angry at being disturbed. "Intruders, get off my island!" Having had his say, he waves a hand, curses you severely, and storms back into his hut. You don't feel so good. You knock on the door, hoping to give the hermit a piece of your mind. The door is locked, however, and there's no response. You give up and leave him to his privacy. What an asshole is all I can say. Is that not considered a city for the purposes of recovering? Is this? Apparently not. Here's Kazan, whatever it's called though. There we go. And that is considered a city. Scroll of Sanctification. Very nice, very nice. Sign says ferry 10 coins, but I can now fly. You hear the loud, harsh sounds of human speech coming from the top of the hill. From this distance, you can't understand what's being said. At the top of the hill, you find an old, worn stone circle. Inside it, you find a peculiar sight. In the center of the circle, there is a stone slab. A skull sits on the slab. Several ogres wander around the skull. Every once in a while, the skull talks. It says something. You can't hear it, but it always makes the ogres cheer. A closer look reveals that the ogres look exhausted and emaciated, as if they have been listening to the skull constantly for days, not even stopping to eat. They haven't noticed you yet. The skull takes up all of their attention. Approach and talk. When you get close enough for the ogres to see you, they shout an alarm. Thieves! They've come to take the skull! Slay them! I didn't. You were supposed to, You were supposed to shoot your bow at it. You return to the circle. The skull is still there, as if it had eyes. You would think it was staring at you. Let me leave it alone and then save and then take it. You receive Giant's Skull. What does it do? The infamous Wizard X, during his time. You now have this one. How fortunate. Let me give that to you. And I can't equip it, so I wonder what I can do with it. What do you reckon is over here? Something's clearly over here. Basilisks! If I do that one more fucking time. Found a small village occupied by a few of the boat people who inhabit these islands. After a few jokes at your expense, they offer to take you to the next island for 10 coins. Okay. When you arrive at this remote island, you immediately notice the lack of life. No birds chirp, no animals scavenge the shore. You only find one unnerving clue about what's been happening here, an absolutely perfect statue of a squirrel near the beach. finish off these basilisks. The basilisks. At the southern tip of this island, you find an ancient circle of weathered and mossy stones. They have been almost overgrown by strange fungi. There is a forest of massive fungi growing here, tall, creamy spires which rise up to 6 feet tall. In the middle of the grove, you see the nest of a family of lizards made of sticks and twigs. You stand a safe distance away, watching them watch you. Attack! Well, balls. If we can kill that thing, then I'm in a safer place. After you finish off the basilisks, you search their nest. You find quite a bit of gold and a beautiful pair of gauntlets. The fungi are now available for closer inspection. Tinker's gloves. +1 to tool use, +2 armor. I'll keep hold of them, but I don't think I really need them. You search the glade, the basilisk guarded. The fungi are neither edible nor useful. However, at the base of some of the larger mushrooms, you find a patch of that rarest and most valuable of alchemical ingredients. Take it. The Jean Skull says, "Let me go and I'll give you 3 wishes." Just kidding. Okay. If you wait here, the island folk who brought you will accomplish blah 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 blah. Yeah. Wait. Welcome to the remote isles. Right, what's going on in this place then? Some walls we can break down. Very good to know if we actually do intend on stealing anything in this place? Bet you've never met a talking skull before. I'm high in calcium. Is it going to do this all the time? Just talk to me. Townsman, townswoman. Okay. Let's start our exploration of this town. That's all stealing. You know what the best thing about being a skull is? I don't either. This home was abandoned in a great hurry. All of the furniture is still here, and the meal was even left to rot on the table. I wonder why. Is it haunted? Is it a haunted house? Apparently not. Strange. How very peculiar. Sometimes you have to kill to be kind. That's very true, Zion Skull. The floor of the shop is well worn. Many people came in and out of here once. The shop is abandoned now. It's hot and dusty, and the tables where goods were displayed are bare. I feel like some of our equipment can probably go, like lamps, candles. I think candles can fuck right off. Well, not in the ground, but like what am I not using? Loads of different kinds of food. Lanterns. Like I've got 9 lanterns. But I also have 30 light for 150 turns. Light for 150 turns each. So yeah, they can fuck right off. I don't need fish. I don't need bread. I've got that meat, which will do. Mushrooms can get rid of. Get rid of those. Don't need that spear. Don't need that bread. Lava fire spear. I can keep that. A kebab. Get rid of that. Energy elixir can go to you. Fruit I'll get rid of. That potion's useful. Like a band. Orb of Thralni. Gleaming dagger we can get rid of. Crystalline wand. Might be useful. Sanctification you can have. Roots you can have. Right, what have you got? You've got a cake. I really don't need it. You can keep that. You can keep those lamps. Get rid of that. How about you? Get rid of your meat, get rid of your candles. so many fucking wands. Vampiric knife, we don't need that. Then we've got energy potions and energy elixirs. That is a scroll, spell shard lightning. That's a load of food I don't need. Scroll of Dominion. Stone Shatter. And what have you got? Oh, you got the recall crystal and a wisdom crystal. Go on then, you can use that. Crystal woven chitin. That can probably go. Pretty sure that it can go. My God. Oh well, at least figured it out. Am I right? Oh, chef. Somehow you've made it here. Hey, chef, can I sell shit to you? I'd like to sell all of this for 4,000 coins. Thank you very much. There's a nice girl named Judith on the Isle of Begail. I like her. A sick boy knows something interesting about her. Who are you? Harmon. This man is busily chopping herbs. It's a delicate and intricate procedure. He seems to be trying to get all of the strips to be exactly the same length and width. Welcome, I'm Harmon, he says without looking up. He continues to concentrate on the herbs. What do you have for sale? Sorry, busy chopping herbs. What are the herbs for? He keeps chopping, speaking very slowly so that he can devote most of his concentration to his job. For alchemy, needs to be very precise. Want me to make you a potion? Give you a good price. Don't get many visitors now. Where can we find good ingredients? He keeps chopping, each slice methodically precise. He is clearly ignoring your questions. Why doesn't this town get many visitors? This island got a basilisk nest, chop chop. People have left like crazy, chop chop. Why are basilisks such a problem? They're deadly things, freeze you by looking at you. Some people thought carrying mirrors would save them. They're dead now. Most everyone left. I stayed. Good ingredients here. Just don't go out much. You're best off staying outside, staying in town, or returning to the mainland. Go outside and you're in real danger. Healing elixir and grey mold salve. No thanks. The Lost Isle Barracks, eh? An exhausted woman is sitting behind the desk. She wears a huge sword at her belt and an intricate gold amulet around her neck. I'm Commander Brooks. Greetings. Are you in charge here? Marginally, trying to keep this town in one piece. Anyway, that's my job. I'm trying to deal with the basilisks. What's wrong with this town? Most everyone has left. What with the basilisks? Can't blame them. Only a few basilisks to make a place lethal. Tell me about your problem with the basilisks. We don't know how they got here, but there's at least 10 of the deadly little beasts running around. Most everyone left until they could be dealt with. I stayed to fight them because I had this. What does the amulet represent? It's sort of a family heirloom. When I wear it, the basilisk gaze bounces right off me. Now I spend all my time hunting them, trying to get rid of them all. I'll succeed someday, somehow. She laughs bitterly. You know, some people tried to purchase it from me before they left. I suppose the amulet is not for sale at any price. Like I'd get rid of the only thing that could help me save this island. People could be so stupid. Are you looking for adventurers to perform tasks? Even if I was, I wouldn't hire a stinking Nephil. Oh. Oh, I see. What do basilisks do? They look at you and you can't move, then they sneak up on and eat you at their leisure. Horrible way to go. Lost many a peasant to them. Well, I've killed all the basilisks. Does that... do you not care? I guess not. What's this? The ferry to Libris. Is there nowhere else that I can go? I feel like I can probably... yeah, just teleport over here. What time is it? 10:30. With that, everybody, I think I'm going to call it a day. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time, which will be probably Tuesday for more Avernum. Give the save a little go. Do it over. Uh-oh. Yeah, we'll continue with our adventures. I've obviously done a few of these islands. There's obviously some more to go, though. Beauty for the Dryad. Ah, it's here. So I am getting there with exploring these islands, but fuck me, there's a lot to go. I've done Beguile. I've done most of that. So I've got like this bit to go, and then Carnold Province, and then all of this. Jesus. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.